First of all, I'm going to say that it is. I, I can't believe that I'm making this video. And I started supporting Arsenal in 2007. Just a couple of, I think, 3 years or 2 or 3 years after the Invincibles. I think the Invincibles were in 2004, 5, 6, 7. So just after the Invincibles. So I kind of like started supporting Arsenal, at the beginning of the era of the challenges. That was when I started supporting Arsenal. And I can remember that since I started supporting this incredible team, it has happened that I've had to like divorce the team like twice. I remember the first time I divorced, like I literally wrote on Facebook that nobody should mention me, talk about me, and talk about Arsenal in the same sentence. And I remember I posted it twice on Facebook on two different occasions. I'm going to say, hey, I'll go ahead and post on Facebook and I'll say, hey, I don't want to talk about Arsenal. I'm not an Arsenal fan anymore. And maybe a week by the end of that week, I'm back to supporting Arsenal. And I did it on a couple of occasions. And to be honest, if someone had come to me with the things I have, the kind of harassment and the kind of things I've faced with Arsenal, and someone has told me that in my lifetime Arsenal is going to win the Premier League, I was probably going to tell them that, F off, you were just joking. Because it got so dark that it was difficult to see the reality of something meaningful happening. And that's how bad it was. And Arteta came. Before Arteta, it was Unai Emery, and it felt like something was going to come. If it was like a bubble, we had it. That was when we got to the Europa League final, and then Chelsea trashed us out of the Europa League, and it was like, oh my god. And one of the things that really made it difficult to leave out, because I joined Arsenal with my younger brother. My younger brother was like, after the 8-2, he was like, nope, I'm not going to do this again. And then he moved from Arsenal, joined Manchester United. But one thing for me that why I find it very difficult to leave Arsenal at that time was because, number one, I have a very loyal mind. I'm a loyalist. I don't just move from one place to the other in anything I'm doing. I like to stick to things, even though that has its good side, and then it has its bad side. So, but for Arsenal, I was just like, nah. And then, Arsenal at that time under Wenger, it was like a balloon kind of experience, because today Arsenal is good, tomorrow Arsenal is bad. So you really never really know what to do. They can make you unhappy today, and tomorrow you can have like a fantastic game, play very beautiful football, win a game. So, and Arteta came, and it was just like, what in the world is going on? But one thing with Arteta was, when he started, I personally saw the kind of person he was. Given the fact that, he has an Arsenal history, he has been with us, and he was under a very good coach, which is Pep Guardiola. So I was able to rest on, the fact that Arteta had something in mind that he wants to offer the club. But the beginning it wasn't interesting at all. It was not interesting at all. And we had to stick through it. And yeah, we're here today after 22 years, 22 good years. Arsenal today, we just clinched the Premier League, and it's just an incredible story, especially with the kind. Number one, for me, what I find very fascinating is how Arteta's, was able to transition the team. I remember the players he inherited, and I'm going to speak about dominance, the potential dominance, which is the title of this video. That how bad can Arsenal win in the Premier League? How bad does it mean, or can it mean for the Premier League? But before I talk about dominance, I want to talk about how Arteta evolved, how he was able to manage the players he met. He was able to groom them, use them, and in the case of Aubameyang, he knew that he was a very, very focused person. He knew what he wanted, and he knew Aubameyang was going to affect his job, so he had to let him go, and then he focused on what he had. And how he was able to transition all those players, Mustafi and all those players, use them, then get rid of them respectfully, and begin to bring in his own players. I find it very, 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 very impressive as a person, because when you deal with people and you deal with it in a place where emotions are involved, it is kind of a very tricky background, a very tricky situation to be in. But how I was able to maneuver that situation and get out of it is quite impressive. And I watch all those players today, and all of them, they talk about Arsenal as though they are fans, and it's just very, very, very impressive. And looking at the caliber of player that we have used to win the Premier League, it says a lot about what is actually coming. And what is actually coming is not far-fetched. You're talking about a team that did not buy their growth. It's not just that someone came into the team and just poured in money. It was a team that was built from grass, and the Magales of this world, the Martinelli, the Smith Rowe, the Saka, all of them, the Odegaard and all of that. These were players who knew the origin of where we're coming from. And now they have matured. All these players are in their prime. And guess what? They still have like 2, 3, 4 years to spend with Arsenal. Some 5 years to spend with Arsenal. Some are probably going to retire in Arsenal. So it speaks a lot about where Arsenal are as a team, where we are as a team, and where we potentially can go. And I can tell you, it's going to be really, really, really serious in Premier League. Arsenal is really going to dominate. This is like, there's no two ways about it. Arsenal is really going to dominate. And why I'm saying it is this. If you look at in Premier League right now, it feels like an era is coming and an era is going. And that era, that major era that is coming, that is going, is the Pep Guardiola era. And the era that is actually coming, or has come, is the era of Guardiola's legacy, which has imprinted on the Premier League. The likes of Arteta, the likes of Enzo Maresca, the likes of Alonso coming to Chelsea, the likes of, and we can see that trajectory playing out. And why I said Arsenal is going to really dominate going forward is because if you look at all these players, all these coaches that are coming in, the only person that feels like an OG of coaching right now is Arteta. The person that comes close to him maybe is Maresca, who has won the Club World Cup with Chelsea. But this other guy, Alonso is new to the game, is new to England. Yes, he has worked in England, played in England, but he won the Bundesliga, but you cannot compare the intensity of the Premier League to the Bundesliga. So I think next season, I think Arsenal is going to flawlessly win the Premier League. No doubt about that. And I think that dominance is what we're going to have is maybe a little bit of competition. And now the ball is going to be in Arteta's court to either want to tone down what he's doing, want to give up on what he's doing, or actually sit down and say, hey, I want to have like the legacy that Guardiola has, or even have a much better legacy. Because I mean, there's nothing bad there if he says I want to win two or three Champions League, 4 Champions League with Arsenal. He has the time, he has the age, he has the support, I mean right now. And I want to continue to win the Premier League for the next 10 years. I mean, he has everything he needs. So I think Arsenal is really going to dominate. Who is going to stop Arsenal? That's the main question. I don't know yet, to be honest. I do not know yet. I do not know. It's going to be a very serious battle in the Premier League going forward. It's going to be a very serious battle in the Premier League going forward. And but let me just put that aside. As an Arsenal fan, I'm super happy. There is no other person that I'm super happy for this victory other than Arteta. He deserved it. He worked for it. He designed it, and now he's living in it. So yeah, just a couple of days more now, we'll go for the Champions League, and hopefully we secure that Champions League. If we secure that Champions League, then there might also be a potential Europe dominance. And I mean, it's just so much coming, so much to reap for Arsenal fans, because we have been loyal, we have stayed with this club, and we deserve every good thing that we experience. So as Arsenal fan, man, don't let any. I mean, we've won already. Celebration police cannot come and say we should not celebrate. We are going to celebrate. So come on, you Gunners, man. Come on, you Gunners. I'll see you in Crystal Palace, and then I'll see you at the Champions League final. Thank you so much for watching this video to the end. If you have watched this, thank you so much for watching this video to the end. If you have watched this video to this very place, that means you actually like what I'm doing, and you like content around Arsenal football. And that's what I do. I'm an Arsenal fan, so why not just hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification button, like this video, and share it with your Arsenal friends. Thank you.